What's up, everybody? You know what it is. It is the Are You the One reunion show. We are here. We are ready. We're about to get it. Let's go.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey. Oh, what? Who is this?
What?
I'm so ungrateful, sometimes so ungrateful.
What?
I'll be so distasteful, dancing on some tables, making all that paper, breathing all those vapors, drinking on the job, and driving an hour later. I am so unrighteous.
Okay.
Not like this.
What?
Who is this, Lev? Who is this lovely person?
It is the one and only Tori Deal from the show. And there's Ace. There's a no. Prosper. Look at the Hennessy bottle.
Okay, with a Hennessy bottle.
The Hennessy bottle, son. Yo, this is fresh. This is super fresh. Shout out to Tori and Prosper. Yeah, holding it down. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have all been waiting for, I am super excited. We are super excited because it is the first time ever we've done this.
Ever.
Are You the One Season 4 reunion show?
Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
pumped right now.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
This is insane. First of all, let me get my introduction out the way. I am your host, Lim Gonzalez, as always, and you can find me at the Poet Tank next to me in the building. I'm the luckiest man alive because she's by my side.
You are the sweetest.
The beautiful and talented Mikala. What's up, girl?
What up? I'm so glad to be here. You know, you guys saved me for the last reunion show. I know y'all had to have me, so
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back and with these beautiful people.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're here.
Me
And
too.
of course, always holding it down. My
get it.
A1 since day one.
Come on.
You know what it is.
What?
Nino Ladera.
It's your boy, Nino. You know you can always catch me at Nino Lanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I'm so excited for this reunion show,
I'm so
man.
excited too. I'm
That's
super
right.
excited too. I'm
So
glad
pumped.
we got this cracking. And of course, holding down the anchor, I can't live off my Goyle. Remember that?
How could I forget?
How can you forget? No, this is the one and only Desiree Murphy, everybody.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, happy to be here. This is going to be an awesome show. We have
Yes.
so many guests. We have so much to talk about.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into
do
it.
it.
So speaking of guests, we got a whoa, there's an absent one. I love how this is going down. First of all,
Bringing back a set.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. We got so many people here in the studio and on Skype. We had to split it up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
first of all, they gave us 2 hours to do the show. Let's give it up for that.
Yeah.
2 hours to do the show.
2 hours.
Right, that's how we get down. Secondly, we have 3 amazing people in the studio. I'm going to introduce them right now. We also have some amazing people on the Skype in the nation.
On the Skype. I love
On
that.
the Skype, on the Skype nation. But right now, I'm gonna introduce our in-studio guest. I think she's been here the most times this season, and I'm not mad because she's dope. Y'all give it up for Kaylen Zahara. And I mean, should I introduce you as a couple, individual? Like, do you have a couple
Everybody
names?
does.
You guys
What's
are
the
celeb
I mean,
name.
it's like a
Cameron.
McCameron.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I ain't mad at it.
Mikala and Cameron, aka McCameron. Give it up for them. Yes.
Like Cameron.
And-
Damn, I want me a celebrity couple names.
Right.
That's so fly.
And you know, you heard the music at the beginning of the show, right? Popping, amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, Tori.
Ladies
yo,
and gentlemen,
girl.
ladies and gentlemen,
Killed it.
Tori Deal on Skype with the music.
Did you write that?
So nice.
Did you write that?
Yeah, girl.
That's awesome.
Of course.
That's okay. Respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
Something about my sinning ass.
I
Yeah.
feel it.
And we cannot forget, there's another person on the Skype.
Yep.
Holding it down with Tori. Y'all give it up with the gun showing. Y'all give it for Morgan, everybody. Hey. Woo. What's up?
Mr. Abercrombie.
I
Right.
know.
Hold it down. Look at just chill. Like, look at him. Look at him. Model-esque.
Abercrombie model.
There it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really excited. We're just going to ask some questions, and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, let's do
because
it.
this is how we do. So, right now, we're going to start it off. So, first of all, Nicolette has a game that she wants to play.
Oh, your game's
Yeah.
making me nervous.
Yeah.
I
So
already feel it coming.
it's just a question game.
No, it's just to get the interview started.
Get it started. You
I
know.
like to play this game. You know,
Right.
no big deal. I have a radio show on Dash Radio
Shout
every
out.
Friday,
Shout out
5
Dash
to
Radio.
7,
Yeah. Shout
called
out.
the West Coast Grind.
Okay, Dash
Y'all
Radio
say
with the
so.
house.
Yeah.
So we play this game. It's called Let's Just Be Honest. Let's just be real.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
it.
Let's just be honest.
I know.
Can we get some? Can we get some? Let's be honest, Alexis
Let's
music.
just be honest.
Can we get some like
be real.
Jeopardy music? Dun, dun,
All right,
Some
Kaylen.
Jeopardy.
Kaylen.
That was aggressive.
No, I mean it could just be anything, you know.
Yes.
But let's just be honest and let's just be real. What's the craziest fan moment you have had? It could be an
Ooh.
argument. It could have been, them coming at you. Since the show has
We just
let
talked
We
haters
just talked about
Okay.
this outside.
Fan moment. Someone went on my YouTube and commented that they wanted to suck a fart out my ass. I got that too.
Okay.
Suck. Wait. Say it one more time. Suck a fart out your ass.
I really
I got that too. That was toxic.
First of all,
Yeah.
I
Well,
hate farts.
have a
and
question.
what the fuck they do.
But I have a question.
Oh, hell no.
Like, wait a minute. Well, how is that appealing? Or
I
if
don't
you try
know.
to diss somebody, why would you want to suck their fart out the ass?
What was our username? Did they have like a
What was the username?
I don't remember. I just know that I saw that show up on my phone, and I was in public. I was at lunch, and I was like, "Oh my god, you didn't see that!"
Yeah.
And it really creeped me out.
To the nose.
But
That's crazy.
a really terrible cyberbullying at 4:00 this morning. I had a female make 7 different accounts to attack me on my Instagram.
No
after
way.
blocking
she
each one within
was
less
such a
than 30
hater.
minutes.
Get out of here.
Well, boo you whore.
That's
You
crazy.
are
I'm
watching.
popping. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Yeah.
Okay, if you ain't got no
That
haters,
is
you're
true.
lying.
That is crazy.
Okay, that is so true. All right, so my celebrity couple here.
Yes.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be real.
I'm ready.
Y'all did it the first night y'all was in the couple suite, didn't you? No, I'm just playing.
No, we get it.
You know, the camera was like,
I was just playing. No, what was the craziest thing y'all did since we didn't get to see y'all in camera
I
time,
know.
really? Like,
The-
was there any
what we
crazy
did there?
moments? Yeah.
Yes.
We went, every day we had so much free time, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. But we had a really cool production assistant who took us like all over the place. Like basically she just drove us around.
Really?
So she took us to like, I think Haleakala was like the coolest thing that we did.
Yeah, we also went to a mansion party and they just had bowls of
you
marijuana
serious?
everywhere. Just,
Whoa.
You're lying. You
Yeah.
guys get
Dang.
to. That's
Way to
unheard of.
invite me.
You were locked
you
in
were
the
playing the
house.
game.
Yeah,
just
you
bowl.
You
were
guys
playing
were
the
able to
game.
like get out of the house.
Yeah.
Trying to
was
find your
busy.
one.
Oh yeah, we had like we stayed in like a super nice resort, and then we just like had a car that we just took wherever we wanted to go.
So the couple suite is where it's at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Get out of the house.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
I
yeah.
tried.
She's like, get out of the house.
I know you did try, girl. You tried.
I tried so hard.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! All right, Tori girl, can you hear me? How you?
My most awkward fan moment was this guy named Morgan friended me on Instagram and was like, "Yo, I'm your perfect match." After the show, I was like, "Bro, no, you're not." Just kidding. That never happened.
I was like, you talking about Morgan right there?
I know.
Oh, I get it. I'm slow as fuck.
Cheers.
No, but I do have one for you, Tori.
Right.
All right, since after the show, what was one of your best moments you've had since after the show? Like being on the show, getting all the exposure. Like, what's one of your best moments?
Best moment. I mean, there was a girl who was in a car. She must have been 13 years old. I was in a parking lot, and all of a sudden I hear Tori, and then I look over and I see nothing except for a little girl's head ducked down. And then I looked around for another 3 minutes. I'm in the car. She screams out, "Tori again!" And then her dad walks out to the car and then sees my window open. He's like, "Hey, are you Tori from Are You the One?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "My daughter's having a meltdown in the back of the seat. Will you take a picture of her?"
That's cute.
A picture of the meltdown?
Right.
That's messed up.
That's
She
weird.
was bawling her eyes out. I was like,
What?
"Oh."
Yes,
That's
you were
sweet.
definitely one of the realest.
Yeah.
You were so fun. I feel like all the fans really loved you this season.
Twerking Tory.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
saying.
did kept it so real.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, Morgan, my Abercrombie model you. Now, we need to see more of your personality. So, what's the craziest thing you've ever done in general? Something, it don't even have to be on the show, just the craziest thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Let's just be real.
Let's just be
I'm
honest.
like adrenaline junkie, so I do a lot of like stuff like that: cliff jumping, skydiving, rock climbing.
Oh yeah, that shit crazy.
It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Aren't honest in relationships, so that's pretty dangerous.
Oh, you're in a
I'm in Spanish Harlem.
Oh, all right.
He lives in Spanish Harlem. That's the crazy.
Okay, that's pretty crazy. Don't bang on me now.
That's pretty crazy.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, my question is, throughout the season, of course, there was a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and I was kind of talking about this a little bit before with one of the castmates, but you had this nasty little blackout that happened, right? Where you lost $250,000. That sucks, right? However, I want to know from all of you, and you can take turns and however you want to do it, but do you think that if that blackout happened, do you think you still would have won the rest of the money?
No.
No.
I think it had to happen. There were so many couples that wanted to be with each other.
Right, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's Asaf and Camille and such and such and such and such. We got this. If that wouldn't happen, we wouldn't have won.
Steven and Julia.
Right.
Same thing.
But
We
then
thought they were a match.
again, it's like Tori wanted to sit with Morgan, and they definitely were a match. So it's like, don't you think? And the ones that really wanted to sit with each other were a match. So in a way, y'all probably could have still.
Think about it, though. If we would have had one beam, every single couple would have thought that beam was them.
Right.
And so everybody
That's
would have
exactly
stayed with
it.
each other.
We were so confused.
And they wouldn't have let
Especially
they
the
wouldn't have
Julia
let
and
go.
Steven thing. That was like, meh, not happening. Y'all ain't no couple.
So is the consensus, Tori, Morgan, you guys feel the same way?
Yeah,
100%.
we didn't have the blackout.
If you didn't have the blackout.
I mean, maybe if everyone listened in the beginning, strategy.
Oh, come on, dog.
Listen to you
on,
or just
Morgan.
listen? Was he like the voice of reason? Was no one wants to listen to Morgan?
I mean, it was like
He's like,
half
yeah.
of
the
us wanted
blackout
to,
not
and then the rest didn't.
You're welcome.
Morgan, I was always on your side, damn it.
I was giving you one to all y'all.
That's hilarious. So, okay, so going forward, obviously with this season, again, a lot of things going on. What would you say, just as a general, like as a whole, what do you think was the biggest regret that you have regarding the season? I know there's a lot of things that happen where you're like, I wish I didn't do that. But what would you say was the biggest regret, of the season in your case? I'll start with you, Kaylen.
Do we all know who this is?
I don't
you wanna
have
say.
any regrets. However, I do wish that I was in a mindset of keeping it together as far as not letting people see me sweat. I allowed a few people in that house to control my emotions.
Got it.
And they didn't deserve that whatsoever from jump. That's the only thing that I look back on and be like, damn. But at the same token, a lot of people can relate to it and learn from it. So I am happy that it did play out the way that it did.
Okay. Do you guys have any? Because you guys like...
I mean,
I can't.
Y'all some sweet sailing.
Right.
I definitely don't regret anything, and I was like lucky enough to I had nothing but a positive experience. Like I didn't fight with anyone, I didn't have any drama, and like I made out like the best. Like I left with money and love, but I do wish that I got to stay in the house just a little bit longer, like maybe just a few more days, just because I feel like everyone like talks about like all these stories, like, oh, remember when so and so did this, and I wasn't there for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm still like a part of the group, like we all have like this bond, but like we didn't get
To
all
really
of it.
be with
Right.
them
Yeah.
all the
Right,
time.
right.
Is it hard to keep your guys' relationship going since the show? I mean, or was it just stay so natural throughout the
No,
whole
it
thing?
definitely got hard because,
Yeah.
it got into the real world, and we didn't have
Yeah.
everything paid for, and
Yeah.
having
Right,
a personal
yeah.
assistant to bring us everywhere.
It's like a driver.
Right.
We downgraded.
Yeah, so you guys got to realize you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You usually build up to live that fantasy life,
Right.
and we got the
Right.
fantasy first,
Right.
and now we're going
So then
the
it was
opposite
like, oh,
way.
like I missed this and I missed this, and it's like, well, this is like real world. So like we kind of had to like adjust.
Yeah.
But I mean, we fight just like everyone's gonna fight.
Of course.
You know.
Right.
Sure.
But I mean, it's like in no way detrimental fights. I don't think.
Dope.
Oh, well, good.
Okay.
That's good.
Tori, Morgan, what do you guys think? Regrets?
I think my
Biggest regret?
and like most honest regret, and I said this as soon as I got off the show, is that I wish I didn't like try to force so many connections on myself. I went into it being like, it's a dating show, so I have to connect with somebody. And I like forced myself to connect with people that I think I wasn't really ready to connect with at that level. And
Yeah.
that's, I think, my biggest regret, that I wasn't like being that real. Even though people are like, you're so real, I think I just pushed myself a little too hard.
I see. Morgan? Abercrombie?
It was so hard. This is like the first time in my life that anyone's ever called me quiet. It was kind of, my mom was like, you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. So many times I wanted to tell these people to shut the fuck up. You're ugly. Sit down.
Oh, shit.
That's Morgan.
You're ugly, sit down.
It was like hyperbole, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think I would have rather spoke my mind more, but now that I'm getting older, it's not worth it. It makes for better reality TV, but in the end, it's not worth it.
You smart.
Yeah, no, you definitely made yourself look fine.
Yeah,
so that's
of
good.
course.
Yeah, because if you was in there calling people ugly, I don't know, but
No, that would work. No, that would
You
work.
had one of the best lines with the Instagram comment in the beginning.
Right. That part.
Do you regret that?
Not at all.
It's the hours that you put it, they can make me look how they want to. But
There you go.
It is what it is.
So I had a question.
Yeah.
Now, is this something that all y'all were thinking about before? Like, did you watch MTV beforehand, and did you say, I think I want to be on the show one day? Or was this an opportunity that came to you kind of just out of left field, and all of a sudden you're like, maybe this could be a thing? Like, was everyone kind of looking at the careers, looking at something different before they came to do this? And then now that you're in this position with this platform, like, has your career changed and moved a little bit since then?
Absolutely. I watched the show before, but I never said, oh, I want to be on this show.
really.
But because I am already in the industry, I got an email about it, like, look, you need to sign up. And I said, you know what, why not? It's some money, it's a platform. In 2016, as a model, you have to be someone on Instagram to even be considered by a big time agency or to get gigs. And I said, screw it, I'm going to do it. So I went on there with the intent of a platform, money, and then maybe some love. And ever since Ari the One, I mean, things are like booming for me right now. My
That's awesome.
career has gone from here to up here now, and it's just progressing. It's amazing.
That's good. What about you guys over here on the couch?
We obviously wouldn't have found
The
each other.
cameras.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
know.
I didn't come on the show because I wanted to model. I'm like a retired model, and then I had moved to Miami, and I was dating a lot, and the
Didn't
choices
know.
are not good there. So, and I had watched the show
Miami girl, they love to
forever.
play out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved the show for since season 1. And then when season 3 came out, I really liked like a lot of the people on the show. I was like, oh, they like seem so cool. They seem just like me. So when the last episode aired, it said at the end like sign up for season 4, and I was like, okay, I guess I will.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it just kept going. And that's how I got on. I don't know.
Nice. Look at that.
cute.
Future
That's so
viewers or
cute.
viewers that
Yeah.
are watching right now,
Yeah.
that could
Yep.
be you.
Yeah.
Are they
Old school.
still casting for
They are
the
casting
next
right
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Okay. Man,
Yeah.
go to that.
I
Get
just-
cast.
yeah.
It works. Like they will pick you. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to have like an agent to get you on the show.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, I mean, I watched season 1 and was like, I'm going to get on this show.
Oh, that was it.
And, yeah, I want to be on this show, but
Oh, wow.
I applied for season 3 and I didn't get it, and so I applied for season 4 and
got it.
I got on it.
What
so,
made you like want to be on it?
the experience and money and to hook up with a bunch of chicks. Instead, I found somebody. That was my intention.
But he's being honest, though. He's being
Exactly.
honest.
Yeah.
You said the last time you were, you said that you were like, yo,
Yeah.
I just want to, meet, and then you're like, oh, I found.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
been single for 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you have any favorite couples from season 1 that you were just like, oh, I want that?
I can't remember when I was so into it though when
Yeah.
I was watching it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
good.
love that
So
show.
long
Like
ago.
even
I
Man,
know.
I remember.
I don't
That's
either.
funny.
Yeah.
Both of y'all's like intentions for it.
Yeah.
And then it just happened to
I know, and I was like, "What the hell? Like, how did you end up with me then?" He was like, "I don't know. I just liked you." So I was like, "Okay."
I had to play it smart. It's a game, so I came to win.
Right.
If I win,
Right.
I get an experience, I get a girl, and I get money.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
so-
got
Look at
I
that.
came to win.
Trifecta. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't blame him. He's a boy.
And Tori, okay, so we see you doing your music, a whole bunch of other stuff here. I asked you last week, I think, right? It was like, what do you do? Because like everyone wants to know. So like, was this something you were doing beforehand, or did this come up a little bit more after you received this bigger platform? As far
Your
as like
music.
your
Your
music
music.
and just like entertainment in general.
I was doing music 3 years ago.
Ah.
And I just made so many songs and like videos, and I just haven't put them out yet, and I just wanted to like find a way to put them out. But then my roommate, like her guilty pleasure is Are You the One? And I was
How
like, I
funny.
fucking hate reality TV. Fuck no, I'm not watching that show.
Right.
And then I watched season 3, and like, it's like, yo.
Yeah.
So then I applied, and then, one thing led to another, and I got on. But honestly, like, I think I did it for more of the experience than anything else.
Nice.
Word.
Morgan, what about you, man?
So I saw my homie Mike on season 3. I'm like, this motherfucker's got off to $150,000 in 6-8 weeks. I'm like, let's do this.
Nice. Oh, so Mike's your
funny.
homie.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's made it. When you see someone accomplish something, it makes it much more achievable. So I was like, oh, I got this. And I also never been in love, which I think is kind of weird considering my circumstances. So it was very
Okay.
I was
Okay,
really
so
grasping out of it, but I didn't have any expectations.
You mentioned Mike. So I want to kind of cover this because Mike's your roommate, right?
Yeah.
But Tori is in a relationship with someone named Mike. Is it the same Mike?
Same Mike.
The same Mike.
Is the Mike there?
From season 3, y'all.
Morgan's like, okay, I'll move out of the frame.
Mike from season 3. Yes.
You need to explain how all of this
Did you miss us last week?
happened.
Yes.
Wait.
So we guessed Devin last week, and we were like, yeah, it's Devin. It's Devin.
She was
Yeah.
like,
wrong.
No.
I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to say yes because they don't like put it out there yet.
Wait,
Yeah.
first of all, Morgan, how do you feel?
look at him. He's behind the
Morgan,
pillow.
you back there hiding. You gotta come up so we can hear you.
And then Mike, did you do bro code and tell him? Like,
I don't feel anything.
how did this go?
I don't say anything, but I mean, I'm glad I found out early. It's the most I can say. I don't want to dig into too many details.
Wait, so Mike, did you tell Morgan like, yo, I like her, I'm going to date her? Like, how did this go down?
Yeah, we gotta know. We gotta know.
All these arms got to fit in there.
All the arms.
I met Tori when she came over. I used to hang out with Morgan the first time.
Like
And
immediately after the show. This is like a week from getting home. Like,
Okay.
Morgan
You
and
know how I
Tori,
felt about
were you
Morgan.
guys like dating still?
we were show dating, so we were like,
Show dating.
Okay.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that there is.
you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what it was outside, and like I said, like my biggest regret was putting myself out there for people I wasn't really ready to put myself out there for.
Yeah.
I came home to figure it out. I hung out with Morgan the week after. I had like very mixed feelings towards him. I just I can't say it enough. Like, I think he's a great person, but it just wasn't there for me. Like,
Right.
I didn't feel like it was genuine. And I don't know, like I met Mike and the connection was just real. It was just very real. It's very real.
So, Mike, how you doing, bro?
I know. What's up?
Wait, so how have you been since you got kicked off last season?
I've been good.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of self-reflection,
Yeah.
especially seeing yourself on TV. It's something that no one is ready for, no matter how much you think
Right.
you are.
Yeah.
Kind of showed I got to see a different side of myself, especially with a lot of alcohol involved. That was very ugly.
Right.
Since then, I just kept it moving. After Are You the One's over, you have to get back to real life, which is kind of hard at first.
Yeah.
And I've still been in the reality TV circuit, for sure. I just can't really comment on that right now.
Word.
It's been a fun ride so far. Are You the One has opened so many doors. I'm very thankful, I guess.
That's dope.
Well, that's good.
Mike, I was on your side last season,
Yo,
dog.
me
I
too.
was on your side, man.
Oh, absolutely. Mike,
so I'm glad to
this
see you
is-
doing well, bro. Like,
Mike, this is Kaylen. I totally told the producers this season, I was like, yo, I'm so mad at y'all for kicking Mike off. Like, he was a grown man about that situation.
Yeah.
My
She
mom
was all
loved
in
him.
Yeah.
his face, putting her hands on
Absolutely.
him. Like,
yeah.
she was the one that needed to go home.
And I
They
will.
both
yeah.
probably needs to go home. I'm sorry. I'm not about violence in general. But I feel like both y'all needed to go home. I still don't
It would've
think
been
it
more
was
equal,
right.
yeah.
But it's both. I'm sorry. But that's just my opinion.
I don't think it was fair that she didn't have to leave.
Exactly.
Right,
She should have
like-
left too.
She
She
should've
should have
left
a
too.
grown man's face.
She
She
should've
was
left.
poking him in his
Yes.
head, call him a
Yeah.
bitch. Like,
Yeah.
No, Tori, I know you said you kind of had mixed feelings toward Morgan, but Morgan, how are you feeling after the show hanging out with Tori? Were your feelings there? What was going on?
Be honest.
Be honest.
Let's just be real.
This is the whole.
Yeah, most honest. But I mean, I hear a lot of irony. I'm sure she's hearing the same thing. But Yeah, I wasn't in love. She was definitely the girl I was most strongly connected with, and that show taught me I never been in a really long-term relationship. I really wanted to try, so I dug her. I wasn't head over heels, and I'm not heartbroken over this. That may speak to where the relationship was. I don't know, but I gave it a shot. I thought I was a little bit more open to it, but I mean, no reason spreading over those details. I guess these guys are happy now, and I mean, I'm happy it ended sooner than later. So more tumultuous.
Now, have you put yourself out there again after the show has wrapped? Are you dating? What's going on with you?
I mean, it's New York City. There's a lot of beautiful women. A lot of
Spanish Harlem, dog.
I know.
Right.
You should just find another Barbie. Find you another Barbie.
I've been on a few dates. I met a couple nice girls. I mean, I'm sure there's been some gossip. A girl that I was talking to is moving, unfortunately. So, I mean, I'm optimistic. I'm not worried about it. I'm patient.
Yeah, that's good. You have a lot going for you.
Exactly.
You're a great-looking guy. You're gonna find a great woman one day.
Absolutely.
No one forcing it.
I kind of want to bring it back a little bit because basically there were like two big twerkers on the show, right?
Yeah.
Kaylen was one of the big twerkers.
Yeah,
both
They
here.
showed
Morgan.
Oh yeah, they did good.
Sorry, not Morgan. Tori. Morgan's a twerker. Tori.
you surprised the hell out of me that first episode.
Yeah, for real. And she even did it in her video. I don't know if you guys got to see that when we had played that. But I wanted to see if we could have a twerk off.
But I can't see Kaylen.
I mean, I think we can. I know you can't see, but I would like, Alexis, if you could get some twerking music.
Right.
Kaylen.
And then wait.
Kaylen, but it's okay.
That's okay.
You can still twerk in jeans.
Shake what you got in them jeans.
different, you know.
But I mean, just
Right.
right. Yeah, okay.
She's wearing a bra.
I know, but
My man is gonna kill me.
just a little bit. It's just a little bit of
Please
the twerk.
don't tell me you're
Just a little bit of twerk. Just a little bit of twerk. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. 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 Tori.
Okay.
Oh shoot.
Oh man.
Wait a minute. So did all the guys just have to leave because she needs to move there?
Okay. She's still good.
Okay. Here we go.
I think
Kaylen's about to get ready. She's stretching right
Kaylen's
now.
ready.
She's stretching right now. Oh wait. Can we bring that music back real quick? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, hair ready?
She got the music
Yeah.
out.
That's the white thing right there. There you go. Hey. Keep it going for the Snapchat. Keep it going for the Snapchat.
All right, right. Okay. So.
But Nicolette though.
Wait.
But Nicolette though.
Oh, that's right. Bring it back. Come on, Nicolette. Come on, Nicolette.
I feel like you have to have less bones in your back to do that.
Oh my God. Tori.
You have to have less
Oh, Tori's
bones
going
in
back.
your
She's
back.
not again. She's like, wait, I'm not gonna do it. Oh
my God.
What is happening on air right now, y'all?
Super lit. Oh my gosh. So Tori. I know you can't see this right now, but watch it back and you will see the twerk amazingness. Yeah, that was dope.
That was so good.
Can we give it up for the twerking? That was great.
Hold it down for y'all.
Yeah, you did. You held it down.
For AfterBuzz.
That was dope.
You should check my Snapchat later, girl.
Oh my God. That was crazy. All right. So before we end with this particular segment,
It is so hot right now.
I know. I'm super hot. Like I'm sweaty.
Y'all
Like,
played me out on that one. Y'all should have told me to wear something a little less.
I feel you.
You know.
I'm sorry I didn't hit you with the twerk
But Tori
notification.
did it for
Tori,
me.
you did that, girl. You did that.
I don't know what was happening in my mind. I saw Kaylen twerking with me.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what was going on.
Did you scare the boys off? Because they just like all of a sudden they were done.
Where they go? They just
They
left.
came back with whips and belts.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
shit.
You have a good night tonight, then.
Before we cut out, I want to get from each of you basically, just whatever you want to say in parting words. Anything that you're doing that you want people to check out, to continue to follow you, all that kind of stuff. So I'll start on this end. I'll start with Cameron. What you got going on, man?
I just say if you're going to apply, do it. Have fun with it. I'd do it all over again a million times. I really would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Follow me on Instagram, Cam Kolbo.
Boom. There it
Boom.
is.
Boom.
There
That's
it is.
it.
Yeah, I think my parting words are probably the same. Like, just do it because it's scary. Like, you're like, I don't know these people. It's kind of like, you're like, I don't think I'm going to get picked, but it's totally worth it to at least try. So just do it. And
Are you guys like doing anything like what career-wise? Is there anything that you guys are like trying to do?
Alexis, 2-minute
Like,
warning, by the way.
website?
We're kind of just living normal lives. I mean, just follow us on Instagram because we're always doing stuff with like our friends, like Sam, and like we have friends from like other seasons of the show.
Word.
And just
Right.
keep an eye out because like we'll probably do something. We're not nothing.
I love that.
We're gonna do something.
Maybe a spin-off of your own show.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what we're thinking.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kaylin.
So I want you guys to check out my website, KaylenZahara.com. Please go to my YouTube, Kaylen Zahara. See all my videos. I'm talking about a lot of different topics. Every week I have a video about the casting process. If you guys want to be
there
on
you go.
season 5. And just follow me all around. You're going to see me back on your screens real soon.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah, our Skype family. We'll start with you, Miss Twerk Extraordinaire. Tori Deal, what you got going on?
Prosper and I are releasing music September 16th.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. That's going to be dope. We have a 4-song EP coming out.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
And Mike and I are releasing a sex tape tomorrow.
Hey! You better get that contract from Vivid. Go ahead.
Did Morgan film it?
Right.
I had a great time on either one and thankful for the people that I met.
Oh, there you go.
Word. Where you
Yay.
at,
Love
Morgan?
you.
Where you at, Morgan?
Wish I could believe that.
Oh my God, he's so butthurt.
Yeah, I'm hanging out in Spanish Harlem. Check me
Spanish
out.
Harlem.
Horses and Beers coming out tomorrow. Kind of just for you guys, coincidence. But
Your website?
yeah,
His website.
yeah. So yeah, tune in. I'm taking over RD on Snapchat tomorrow. So
Oh, dope. Nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, dope. Big Mike, what you doing, man? Where you at?
I know you can't talk much. I guess we're excited
Right.
for that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
At least tell the people where they can find you.
yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram, MTV Mike Crescenzo. You'll see my clothing line that's about to be launched in the next 2 weeks, and you can also check out a jewelry line that me and Morgan are putting together. That's almost wrapped up.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, you guys just stay tuned for some crazy shit. It's about to
Like
be
what-
I'm
what-
excited.
What kind of jewelry? Can you like talk about the kind of jewelry, like necklaces, bracelets?
It
Chokers?
primarily focuses on like it's a lot of like fish hooks,
Fish
like
hooks.
classic leather bands, but with like a little bit of style to it.
That's
Nothing
cool.
like over the top, but
Okay,
But
cool.
men need some jewelry.
You
so-
I was laughing at
I like
Tori, not the line. I'm
accessories.
actually very interested in the line, but Tori, your face right there. Love it. I feel like you.
Yeah, for real, for real. That's super dope. That's super dope. Make sure you check everything out. Man, one more
Yeah.
time, ladies and gentlemen, for our guest for the first time.
Y'all are so dope.
Yes, yes.
Y'all,
So-
we have almost 1,000 people watching live right now.
I know.
just
Thank
for
you
y'all.
guys for
That's
tuning
for
in.
y'all.
That's really, really good for our live stream
Still
there.
have
Yeah.
another?
Yeah. So we're gonna go through a transition. So we're gonna have our first guest exit, and we're gonna have our new
Oh,
guest
bye,
coming
y'all.
in. And while they're doing that, we're gonna just like beatbox.
Have a good
and-
time in the backyard.
Yeah,
Can we
have a
have some
good-
music while we do the transformation?
It's a transformation.
Transformation. Transition.
Why do you gotta transform though? What? Oh my god.
I need another one.
I know.
Can I transition with them right now?
Yo, she's about to transition real quick. Okay, So I know we're still live on air, and I see all you guys right now that are on currently
I know, thank you guys
on
so much for
the
tuning
live
in.
stream. Yes, thank you
This
so
is
much for
awesome.
tuning in, y'all. If you have any questions whatsoever, hit us up on our Instagram, our Twitter, or whatnot. Hit me up at Nina Lanera.
I got my phone right here
There you go,
at
perfect.
Desiree Murphy _. I'll be checking your tweets. If you have any questions, we have tons more guests coming in the studio right now. So ask away, ask away.
Yeah, we want to know
more
every
people, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. We want to know everything that's going on, all that's popping. We want to make sure. You said there's 1,000 people.
There's almost 1,000 people
Yeah,
watching
We
right
want to
now.
go
Watching
to like
live.
2,000.
I want to do 2002. I'd love it.
Let's go.
2,000.
Yeah,
And
it'll be
get
dope.
that. I think that'll be dope. I think we can get to 2,000.
Right.
I think we can do it.
Especially
Oh,
with
we
this
have
Guess who's
guests
here,
coming
guys?
in.
Guess who's
especially
here
with
right
this
now?
group here.
Don't break it.
So hop on Twitter and ask away.
Yeah.
Get your mic on. There you go.
Also, we want to know on the live chat, basically, what questions you have going on, what you want to ask.
Yes,
You know,
please.
all that good stuff. We want to know.
up, Abby?
What is this song?
Thank you,
shoot.
thank you.
So let's going down.
Can you pull up the live chat, engineer, really quick? We want to see
Yes,
what's going on.
please.
And who is this right now? Who is this?
Wait.
Oh, no worries.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. Thank you.
Oh shoot!
Whose song is this,
I
though?
could not believe we're in
Get out of
Yo,
here!
that's my jam.
Is that legit, ASAP?
That's my jam.
I think that's ASAP right there. Get it? Oh.
Yo.
Ladies and
We
gentlemen,
got A-Team on. A-Team.
as we were. Move to your
There you go.
all the way to the left.
Where's-
All the way to the left. All the way to the left. All the way to the left. Yeah.
Where's
any
everybody?
coke?
Tori and
Yeah.
stuff?
So everybody, first of all, shout out to the music we're listening to. This is none other than Asaf and Francesca. Give it up for them. Yeah. Blah 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 is the name of the song. You can go to YouTube and check that out.
Wait, so we have Tori and Prosper that have a song. Then we
Yes.
have ASAP and
Yes.
Francesca have their
Yes.
song.
When are we
Crazy.
dropping a
Yeah, we're
song?
gonna
I
drop
know.
a
It's
song.
gonna drop a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but right now we got to introduce who's in the house because we got to know who's
do.
here,
Yes.
right?
I don't
do,
think you have
yes.
to introduce us.
First of all, they've all been here before, but it's all good. It's all love. First of all, starting at the far end, you heard his music. You're listening to it right now. Y'all give it up for Asaf right now.
Yeah, leg up in the air, ready to go.
With
Yes.
that scissor kick. Killing me with the
Yes.
scissor kick.
Hey, before we actually continue
you
with
teach
this,
me
we're
how to
actually
do
going to
that?
do something different.
Yeah.
We're actually, since our lovely guests, we wanted to say thank you guys for coming in. We're actually going to do a giant group photo.
Oh,
So everybody get up on that table and go take a group photo.
Yes.
Abby
Everybody
Vega
up
in the
there.
house. What's up, Abby Vega?
in the house.
Can I
Oh,
get
shoot.
a Coke?
Looking better than ever before.
We are live. Here we go.
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
When I heard 2 hours, I'm like, I got
Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in, get in.
All right, guys. Take this fast.
Everyone's having the best. Get your life right now. Get your life. 3 lives, son. This is how we get down over here. AfterBuzz TV. Hey. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all, thanks so much for
All right.
joining, everybody.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to Abby Vega coming in real quick.
Our
What's up,
girl.
Abby Vega? Abby Vega. All right. Okay, so we're going to get back to it. We're going to get back to it.
What just happened right now,
That was great.
Thank you.
That was dope. That was dope. Thank you so much. Shout out to Alexis, the best engineer in the world. All right, so we were doing introductions. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Hold on. We gotta do it right. We gotta do it right. We gotta do it right. Okay, so we got Asaf. All right. So we got, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen John in the house.
Yes.
Up next, give it up for Julia Rose in the house.
Yay! Represent.
And on the
Last but not
Skype,
least.
all the way from the
Just
East
happened.
Coast, y'all give it up for my boy Gio. Give it up for Gio.
Yo, Gio.
That's where it is.
Yo, Gio, it's
Gio.
Nino. It's Nino. I was the one that called you out to ask you to come on the show because I want you to say your piece, dog.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's see, I
Absolutely.
mean, I just want to know what's up, just so we can understand both sides. We want both sides of each story. We'll get into that later on.
We gonna
When
talk,
you
we gonna
see
get
my
into it.
face, did it hurt you?
Let's just see.
No, I'm so glad.
let's just
Everybody
see.
in the house. We just this is the second half of our amazing reunion.
This
We were
is
turned up. We had a
crazy.
twerk battle just last.
We
so
did.
Oh,
we gotta see if we can
yeah.
top
We
that.
gotta step it up.
Julia, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
I think they could twerk better
So
than
we'll do
I
a
could.
second
Work battle?
Oh no!
Right here and then right here.
Twerk battle.
One more time.
Y'all are gonna use
You can twerk?
We never declared a winner, by
Can
the
you show
way.
us?
Can I
Yeah.
Okay, show us something.
Wait.
You gotta wait.
You missed it. This is what's happening earlier.
Hold on. We gotta
This
wait.
is what was happening earlier, though. So,
Okay.
Look at that
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I
It was
do
crazy.
this.
All right,
Okay.
so we're gonna get it cracking.
Let's do
it.
First
Okay.
of all, shout out to everybody here. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here. We so appreciate you.
And
I hope
Gio,
you-
thanks for
yeah.
reaching out to us. We're
Absolutely.
glad to get your
Why you
opinion.
don't call me?
Yes. What'd you say?
Why you don't call me?
Except said, why you don't call me?
Gio, can you say? We can't hear you. Are you talking okay? Gio, you there?
Gio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I
you
can
go,
hear you
yeah,
now. Okay, just want to make sure we can hear you. We can get you in. Word.
Yeah, don't speak too soon about my opinion. You might, it might not be what you guys want.
Okay, so
Oh,
word.
shit.
Well, this is what this reunion show. This is what we're doing. This is
It
what we
never
have.
was.
Yes. All right. Oh, it starts now. All right. So what'll happen is we started off with the segment
Oh, yeah.
last half. So it's let's be honest, let's be real.
Yes.
And this is conducted by our own Nicolette. So she's gonna
Me
ask
right
you
here, yes.
a question. Let's be honest. Let's be real.
Super
You're
real,
gonna answer
yeah.
that
Be
question. We want to know
Yes.
the real. So
I love this game.
take it away. We're gonna have some question music in
Yes,
just a
with that
second.
Jeopardy music. There we
There
go.
it
Am I allowed to drink this out of the bottle?
Yeah, girl, get it.
Okay.
All right, Julia.
Mood.
Live
Turn
your
up.
life.
Turn up. Captain Morgan's to the head. Let's do it.
All right, Julia. Let's just be honest.
Let's just be honest.
Let's just be real. If you would have found out Cameron was your match earlier.
Cam or Cameron?
Oh shit, my bad. Cam.
Okay.
Would you have maybe given him a chance?
Oh.
Like, did you see, something in him that maybe would
I
have been
hear
like,
gibberish.
That's
Okay. Do I have to let him? Can I just?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Okay,
It's
I
your
can answer this
It's your
question. Okay. I think that even if I did give him a chance, I just think Cam is nothing against Cam, but he's just too nice. Like, he's such a teddy bear. He's so nice. So I do think even if we would have hit things off, I still don't think it would have worked out at the end.
okay.
Word.
All right, Steven. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Since Julia was not your match, would there be any other girl in the house that you would have potentially been like, okay, I'm gonna talk to her for a match? And Julia, it's fine if he wants to say somebody else.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look at this. We got a drum roll for you, dog.
Well, I'm not like a big person on hypotheticals, but I will say that before Julia, I was in somewhat talking to Tori. So that would be my obvious answer. That just because before Julia, I was talking to Tori, but after her being in a match, I'm not gonna play hypotheticals, but it was just her.
Well, that's great because Asaf, let's just be honest.
Okay.
Let's just be real.
Yes.
When you slept with Francesca,
Uh-oh.
what was the reason why you did that when you was dating Tori?
I said
I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean,
Was a lentil off the booty not good enough?
yeah. Like groceries, but I mean, I got jealous. I wanted Tori so bad, but she wanted Steven.
Exactly.
Oh.
And she was with Steven a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, she knows that, and
Yeah.
there's
Well,
some
we
stuff.
didn't, the viewers didn't know that.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
no idea. Yeah.
Viewers didn't
So
get to see
I
that.
got jealous. I got jealous, super jealous, and I didn't really understand that she is into me till like 150%. So she was with Steven kind of,
Right.
and
So there was an opening.
so I moved.
And
I
you took
moved.
that
I moved
open.
on. You have
Yeah.
10 weeks in a house.
Right.
Or you moving, or you stay in a place.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, very true.
All right. Gio,
Gio.
let's just be honest. Let's just be real.
Real.
What's the number one thing you feel like you regret doing in the house?
Number one thing I regret doing in the house was trusting the slimiest, most snake motherfuckers I ever met in my life.
Like who?
Beyond the cast, everybody. And, 80% of the cast as well. You know, when you talk to people, you trust people with information. And, the house becomes telephone. And people are conniving behind your back. People are manipulating behind your back. I think the biggest lesson, the biggest takeaway for me is just like to just say less. And I know that makes people happy, like, oh, Gio, yeah, say less, don't talk too much. But the biggest thing is when your words are taken out of context and people manipulate your words. And then on top of that, when you put trust in people that you shouldn't, it bites you in the ass. So I think I could avoid that in the future by just saying less and trusting less.
Trusting, you said trusting less. Huh.
Yeah.
And it's
So
only in
you
the
regret
dating
talking
show.
too much.
How can I regret talking too much? Because you know what the thing is? I said this so many times that my actions do speak louder than words. And when your actions are strong, but you're distracting people with your mouth, nobody pays attention to your actions. They only pay attention to the stupid shit you say or the ego talk.
Do you feel like, though, you let them get to you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like maybe a little bit they got to you, so you felt like nothing to do but defense. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's weird when you watch the show because you don't really get to see who throws the first punch. You get to see everything out of context. You get to see things out of order. And I will definitely, because I know you guys haven't talked to me, I would definitely come out and say that I can be an asshole. I can make mistakes. I can lose my cool. But that's not all I am, and that's not all, I'm about. And it's just sad that that's all that people got to see because you had over 800 hours of footage. You had to create a TV show within 10 hours, and you decided to only show the bad in somebody, and on top of that, only show the good in people. So you made me look like a piece of shit on purpose, and then you made people look like
Gio. No, you didn't look like
I have
a piece
question.
of shit.
Do you ever feel like you would want to redeem yourself on a show like The Challenge, for example? Like, do you feel like if you went back on reality TV, you would kind of be better with this whole reality TV thing, or what are your thoughts on that?
I think I would have to have a big sit down with production because my experience with this show has been a terrible experience. It's been really unprofessional. And I'm talking about shit that you guys don't know anything about, obviously. And at the end of the day, I put myself out there, man. I put myself out there, and I made myself really open and really vulnerable, and it bit me in the ass. So if I did move forward and do another show, guards will be up. I definitely will handle situations differently. And if they put me on the challenge, we all know what's going to happen. Honestly, I hope they put Steven on the challenge too, so I could really tear his fucking head off and not get in trouble for it. I hope they put Zach on season 3. I hope they put season 3.
Is my headset broken? I think we're picking up someone else's feed.
McGregor versus.
Hold on. Quick question. So I had called you out like two couple shows ago to come on and talk about like who the real Gio is because we always get this double kind of exterior about who you are, who are you. So like right now I'm getting the same kind of Gio from the show, but I really want to know like which Gio? Like, give me the real Gio. Like, tell me the real Gio so that you kind of have.
You saw the real Gio.
You
saw it.
I want to get it out of his mouth really quick. So I just want to know, like, who is the real Gio?
About the real Clayton. Let's see the real Clayton. Get the fuck out of here. Listen.
No. I'm talking about listen real quick. Hold up. So we asked you to come on because you want to show like who you are because you said with editing and manipulation you only got the bad side of Gio. So tell me, give me a little bit. Who is the real Gio?
All right, let's honestly, the person I could really explain better than anybody else because I could say anything and people aren't going to believe what the fuck I have to say because they have their opinions. Asaf could tell you better than anybody else. 70% of the day, positive, having fun, laughing, talking to people, giving people advice, the things that you don't get to see. You don't get to see me actually apologizing after flipping out. You don't get to see me going up to Steven and hugging it out, telling him I'm sorry, I was wrong, he was the better man in this situation. You don't get to see that shit. You don't get to see me cooking for the entire house, me and Kaylen, doing family meal. Like, you don't get to see any positive, any funny. Like, you couldn't even see the fucking sexy lap dance I did for Kaylen that they teased in the commercial, but they didn't want to show in the episode because, we can't have Gio looking sexy. We can't have Gio looking funny. We can't have Gio apologizing. Okay. And it sucks, and it pisses me off because you go and you see all these fucking deleted scenes and shit. John apologizing, Morgan apologizing, Prosper apologizing. I apologized so many times, and it was scrapped.
Okay.
And that's,
Excuse
I
me.
can't
Let me stop
blame
you
you
right there.
guys
Let's
for
go.
having
Let me stop
opinions
right
and stuff
there, Jay.
because
Hold
I
on.
can't blame you. That's what you saw.
Okay.
So I want to go to Asaf. Asaf, you know, regarding this situation, we had talked before about this situation. What do you feel in this regard about what Gio is saying?
I mean,
kind of about the house itself.
I think your questions are not. It doesn't make sense because from the beginning, the show, the producer, the productions. I don't know what to say because they brought Gio. He never had any experience on a show,
Right.
and of course, there's no any just a bad side in a person because it doesn't make sense. Of course,
Right.
he made a lot of mistakes, and I think he knew that. But it's not his fault, you know. We can not do nothing. We can do nothing about it about how they put him on this show. But at the other side, I think it was a mistake for them. They didn't. Gio, did they really explain you how the show is going to be? How they're going to edit it, or?
They
I
told
don't
me.
think that matters.
I think they put him in a position that
showing you.
Right.
We're not
It
talking,
doesn't-
we're
it
not
doesn't
here to talk
matter.
about that. We're not here to
put
talk
him
about editing. Like
they put him in a position that he
isn't
doesn't
edited.
really under.
Right.
Yeah, but they put him in a position that he didn't really
you
know
can't
how
say
to.
every person in this world puts himself in their own position.
They did.
And walks their own line.
They did.
And if you put yourself in the position to where you're at, I could have done it. You could have done it. She could have done it. But we were the people we were, and
Right.
we constantly woke up every day and lived the same exact lives and
Right.
chose different paths.
But some
And that's
people
it.
take it differently and have different.
We know that.
Different paths in their
And
life. you
Gio, this is
understand?
my thing. It's like
I just got a compassion for
No,
this
and
shit,
you
you know.
do. I know
you do.
I understand
And
that.
I understand that because a lot of people, reality TV can really get you. You know what I'm saying? And like, Gio, we saw the sweet side of you when you was with Kaylen. You know what I'm saying?
Especially that beginning part.
At the beginning, it went 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? Like once you started turning, it just kind of went left, and there was just nothing else you could really do. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's the thing. So we saw this like really like this Gio that I was like, oh yo, this is dope.
This
I thought
could be
that,
dope.
that would have been a good situation. That kind of moved to the other side, like you said, with editing. But with editing with reality TV, we know how it's gonna end or whatnot.
I
That's
mean,
the reason why we wanted you here on
do
the
you
show
feel
just to
like
kind of.
you could have
feel the
handled it
positive if
a
you haven't.
different way since it went 0 to 100? Like, do you feel like you could have maybe been a little bit more softer when it came to ending it with Kaylen like that? Like,
Listen, how I ended things with Kay is not how things happen in the house. And I'm really, honestly, to the fans and to you guys, I'm really, really sorry that you cannot see what actually fucking happened. You could take anybody, put them on TV, only air when they're pissed off. Take what they say and put it wherever the fuck you want it. Take things I said from week 8, put it in week 2. And like, you could do that to anybody, and it changes everything. What happened with me and Kay had nothing to do with anybody else. It definitely didn't have nothing to do with Julia. It just had to do with us not working out. And I knew we were a match before we weren't a match. And I felt like I was doing Kay a favor by pulling away because either way I was going to hurt her. So if I had to hurt her, you know, less by doing this, it would have saved it than like dragging it out. You know? Like I always tell Kay, I was like, yo, imagine if we would have decided to stay together and we were like in a 2-year relationship or something, and this turmoil, like the incompatibilities, it just built up and built up. She would be hurt way more down the road, and I was just trying to like do what I thought was in her best interest. And you know, me doing what I think is in somebody's best interest isn't always what is, but I'm just doing the best that I can. I'm just trying to, you know, do the right thing, and my intentions were always pure by her. Like, she's one of the only females that I have so much love and respect for in the house, and I would never, you know what I'm saying, never cross that. She really earned that because she's amazing.
I mean, if someone would tell him how it's going to be, and like, you know, it's a reality
Yeah,
TV
it's
show in
reality
America.
TV, you kinda know what you're getting
2016,
yourself
people need
into.
drama. People will need to see drama.
I think
And
the
unfortunately,
the whole point is that everyone was in the same situation.
Yeah.
So
Everyone's
everyone at the
ended.
same level. It's how you deal with it, you know. And obviously, you know, I understand, Asaf, you're saying, you know, the way he, and I guess Gio, you feel like you're misrepresented from how
He
you
represents himself on
But-
Twitter all the time.
But
and
I think,
Periscope.
what
Present
people are
yourself
saying.
with your relationship with 2 men.
Yeah. What? Okay.
but I mean,
All right.
she was keeping it real.
Right.
So,
You real about juggling? She
who gives a fuck?
Okay,
At
let's.
least she ain't fucking up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's move to a
Come on now.
different. Let's move to a different category.
Yeah,
let's
we
move to a
gotta-
different category.
for Sensei.
ASAP. What's up, my man?
It's good.
All right, I just want to know, are you still eating lentils all the time?
Bro, I eat. Yo,
Have
you
Have
you want to know the secret?
Lentils is a secret?
Yeah, can you
one of
please
them.
tell us your secret? I want to know your secret.
My secret, I'm gonna upload to YouTube to my channel.
Okay. So you can't give us a tip?
So I'll give you a tip. Honestly,
Okay, give us a tip.
I don't eat meat. No, I don't do dairy.
Okay.
Milk. No, none of this shit. I do work up 30 minutes a day. I drink a lot of water, and I believe in God.
Okay. And you believe in God.
Wait, and I gotta say,
are you like one of those things that just eat like fish and shit?
Sometimes, like once when I have money.
What do they call like a
pescatarian?
When I get a good check, sometimes for work.
We'll go get fish.
Oh, wait a minute. Dude,
Tuna fish from the gas station.
After 2 weeks ago when we had you on, man, you are so positive, dog. I started following your Snapchat, and you always say, go get a dream. Go get a dream. Now, I know you have a song that says go get a dream, but like, what does that really mean to you? Because like we got a little bit more personal last time you were here, but I feel like I just know you so much more watching your Snapchats.
Go get a dream, man. I mean, you know, I always try to find myself and the path that I want to go in life, and I feel what drives me and motivates me is to give from myself, from my personality to people, to drive them go get a dream. Then people are like messing with Pokemon Go. Like leave Pokemon Go and go get a dream. Like life is much more than like what we see.
Yeah, I have no time.
You like the new Kaylen, man.
Yes.
Like, they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you. Go get a dream then.
They want you to eat meat. They want you to eat dairy, but they don't want you to take care of others.
Do you do yoga?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Me either, but my sister
We can go together.
No, I got too much energy for yoga. I'm gonna be in there like, then no, I ain't got that.
She'll start twerking by the time she needs to do the downward dog.
So I want to go to Julia real quick. So Julia, since you're the only lady guest,
you are the only lady right now.
At this time,
You're a lady.
Besides the ladies,
no,
on
a lady
panel
guest.
over
I'm
here.
saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. So, you know, in your course of this show, obviously, there was a lot that went on. You seemed to be, there was a lot going on with different relationships and people that, you know, wanted to be with you, people fighting for your attention, obviously, to two people that are going on, or something like that. That being said, I mean, do you think that...
Can we just shut him up, please? Is that possible?
I want to get from you, you know, from
Did
your...
you hear that? He said he wanted to get it from me. I don't know if you heard that part.
Okay, I am talking to Julie real quick. So, with you being on the show and how everything went, do you think that you would have done anything different? Just curious.
Would I have done anything different? Honestly, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I learned so much, and I did make mistakes. I'll be the first to say I made a shit ton of mistakes, but it's because of those mistakes where I'm sitting right now. It's because of the choices I made that made me realize certain parts of myself, things I need to change, things I need to work on. But those decisions led me to this spot right here, right now, and you know, I can't take any of it back, and I wouldn't.
And you guys seem really happy.
Yeah.
We're working on it. You know, it's one day at a time.
It's nice to see you guys in here together.
I know.
Y'all look cute and shit.
Thank you.
This shit is real.
This shit is real.
It's real.
Yo, and you know what, Julie? I gotta commend you for trying to go back to John that last episode. And you tried though. You tried to talk to him.
Valiant effort.
You know, but then he realized he fucked up later on.
It was just
nonetheless,
the one thing
kudos.
I thought of. I was like, girl. No.
I know. Okay, I've realized another thing that I've realized about myself is that I try and end everything on a good note. I try anything, you know, if it ends, I want it to end just on a positive note.
Sure.
And then, you know, some people have made me realize you just gotta close that chapter sometimes and just move the fuck on.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm doing.
No tree falls softly.
Absolutely. That's
Just let it go.
All right, so Gio, I want to go back to you. I want to get a final statement from you as far as like, how do you feel? I mean, obviously we've talked about like your representation on the show. Would you? I'm going to pose the same question. I kind of poses you. Would you do anything different than you did in the show, or do you think that you were represented the best way possible?
He clearly wasn't.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have went on. It wasn't worth it for me. Like this wasn't a career move for me. I'm not trying to be no fucking reality star.
Right.
And, you know, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about a show, man. I don't give a fuck about yesterday. I'm focused on forward. I'm taking care of my family. I'm one of the only people actually giving back to their community, working with children, autism awareness, fucking youth groups. So I'm just focused on progression, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's a learning thing. Like life, every day in life is a learning thing for me, and I'm always trying to get better. I'm always trying to be a positive person, and I know that I do a lot more good than bad, and I don't have to explain or apologize, you know, to anyone for that, because I'm living, and I'm just doing what I think is best, and I got my shit straight, you know, and I'm not a liar, so.
Well, good. We're glad you're good. We're glad you're giving back to the community, and we're so happy you're becoming positive and you're doing great.
I mean, it's not easy. I'll be honest, it's not easy to talk like this after, like, for real. Me, you know, whether if it's my friend, is my friend or not, watching Gio on TV giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, and I know he has a good heart. He made mistakes. You know, he knows that.
Gio, what made you want to go on the show in the first place?
They found me, man. They DM'd me on Instagram, and they asked me to be part of it. So I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, Gio, before we let you go, let us know where the fans can find you. You talk about the positive things you're doing so they can follow everything that you have going on. Let us know where you can find you.
You guys can find me, you know, just go to my Instagram, RIVGIO. You'll find everything from there. Be on the lookout. Me and Asaf have our own show coming out on YouTube called Sweet and Sour.
What?
It's going to be like a day in the life, so you guys can see the real us. The real Gio. You know, if you like rapping big and shit like that, it's definitely going to be along the same lines. Sweet and Sour's coming soon.
Sweet and Sour, bitch.
It's going down.
That will be definitely interesting.
Everybody,
Gio,
give it up.
We really appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely.
I know it took a lot of, you know, what is the word? A lot of courage. No.
I wanted to come on a long time ago, but I didn't want to do this. I wanted to actually be there, and that's the only reason.
Absolutely.
Of course.
But we appreciate you. Everybody, give it up for Gio.
Wait, no. When you see my face, it hurts.
Thank you, and I know the
Thank you so
fans
much,
are super excited to hear from you and get your side of the story.
Thank you, got your side of the story.
Thank you so much. Have a great night. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Gio.
Yeah. We still have to work on the show, though. I have to be there.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, okay, just so you know, as we're letting Gio go on Skype, have a good one, man. I want to do a little bit of a lightheartedness situation here. Lighthearted, me, get a little plug there.
Right. Yeah, let's.
Can we get another little twerk on
wait,
from
but
the Sensei
why-
and
no.
ASAP?
ASAP
and Sensei. With a little bit more. Can we do that really quick?
What?
I don't
know. Wait, he's one of the best dancers in the house.
He is.
Really?
He really is.
Steven. Yo,
Wait,
he is one of the best.
Are you holding out on me right now?
Wait, hold on.
Steven.
It's so good.
I wasn't ready.
Engineer, can we get some music up one more time
Before
here?
the twerk off, Steven, how are you? Wait, hold on. Before the twerk off, Steven, how are you feeling? I felt all the anxiety in you.
Wait,
Can you
today, right now?
I need to see how you're feeling about
for real,
everything.
for
Your
real.
opinions on this before we can get happy and get in this twerk off, because we know we had him right there, and I know you had a lot you wanted to say.
I do always have a lot I want to say.
What do
and
you wanna
sometimes
say?
I bite my tongue because it's not worth my time.
Yeah.
It really isn't, because what's worth my time is right in front of me, and that's what I did in the house, and that's what I'm doing now. And I'm not a person that likes hearing it. I don't like saying it. I don't like negativity. I like positive vibes always. And
And it's been so long since you guys actually wrapped this show. Like, we just saw the final episode, but it's been forever since you guys filmed. What is it like seeing all that on Twitter again now? Like, that's got to be crazy.
It honestly, like, it goes away for a little bit, and then when you're watching it and the things start to happen on like Twitter or on social media,
You're
or
like, oh my
whatever,
God.
it brings back all those raw
can
emotions,
imagine.
and sometimes even worse, because
Yeah.
you're now watching it,
And you kind of want to
lived
defend
it.
yourself a little.
and now the
Like,
whole world's watching it, and I do want to defend myself, but again, I thought I defended myself in the best way by just doing me.
You did. The thing was, is you owned up to it. You spoke on it when it was there. You were a man about it. Pulled him aside. So you did everything you could do. So on that note, let's turn the fuck out.
Yes. Can we get that music real quick?
Girl, what the hell?
Steven.
She's mean,
Come on,
girl.
hold on. Just a little bit. Come on, let's go. Let's see it. Anybody? Oh,
Wait, who's gonna?
Sensei, get up here.
Come on, Sensei.
There you go. There you go. Bring the music.
What?
Wait, Steven took the mic off though. Something's about to happen right now. Are you ready?
Oh, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready.
TJ.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, there you go.
I need some Asaf scissor kicks. I need some scissor kicks. Asaf, where's the scissor kicks? Scissor kicks. Where's the scissor kicks? I need the scissor kicks.
So good. If only.
I can be the robot.
Oh, that was
There you
so
go.
good. That was so good. I love it. I love it. I love
Life
it.
is
I love
good.
it. I love it.
Life is good right now.
All right. So
wanna
I
bring-
really
Hey, be
need
careful.
to-
There's expensive equipment in there. My God. My
Come on,
God.
guys.
Come
on, guys.
There's warranty.
Is your heart beating a little too fast right now? A little too much there? Too much going on?
I don't
right
even
now?
know. There's so much anxiety happening in this booth. I just
know.
wanted to, I'm just like, my heart's just pounding. the
You
entire
guys, one of
time.
our fan questions though, everyone wants to know who kissed the most because we got to see some kissing on screen, obviously, but behind the scenes, who was
like,
at it
that we
all
don't
the
know?
time?
Yeah, that we wouldn't know.
That we wouldn't know that didn't kiss on camera?
Yeah, that like was constantly making out.
Like who got
I'd
down
say
the most
Sam and
kissing one?
Alyssa, but they always did it like discreetly. Like they would always go to like the boom boom room balcony, that little balcony area, and like would. I think they.
I don't think they showed enough of us, to be honest with you.
Really? Really?
I'm just
Oh, let's go. Let's
No,
go.
they didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
They
no.
didn't show enough of us. They really
Yeah.
didn't show enough of us. I mean, we thought. I mean, everyone saw, but.
I mean, ASAP, you was getting a lot of kisses.
Yeah.
ASAP was kissing
From multiple.
everybody.
ASAP.
ASAP was kissing. He kissed me last time.
I
Yeah.
know.
This dude's a kissing bandit.
Be careful, I'll kiss you no too.
You don't want to kiss me. You fall in love, though.
Are you the one season
found
5?
yes.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I need another step.
Okay, so I want to know. I mean, we've been dancing around this, you know, and we've kind of hit it, missed it, all that kind of stuff. What's going on with you as like, I need to know, because you guys are
That's a
super
big question right
coupley,
now.
super going on. What is really going on?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Please.
I just think, it's been so raw and so real. I think that's what makes this so real is because it's not been perfect. This has been the least perfect relationship, I think, in the house. And I think it's just a day-by-day thing, really. I mean, I can't say in a week from now, I can't say in a month from now, but right now it's so great. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's just
smiling.
Well, and
So
it's
y'all
crazy.
are dating?
I'd say,
Yeah,
we're
dating.
dating.
Yeah.
I came with her and I leave
Crazy
with her.
because when
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
see, and you were texting me, you were like, "Oh yeah, he's staying with me for the week," and I was like, I was like, 'cause I know last week we really didn't talk about where y'all status
We
was.
didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, I
you
wasn't
can
allowed
feel,
to last week.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, that is
Still
true.
have one more episode to go.
But we feel the energy in here. I mean, hopefully it does work out. You know, fans are gonna hate.
It's just
People are
that
gonna love it.
positive. It's just so
We have so
positive.
much fun.
It's just fun, And
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
it's just you don't want to ruin it. You don't want to put a late,
Right.
Exactly.
And there's a
take
lot-
out all the toxicness and just let
see
it
where
be.
it goes.
And hopefully,
Yes.
there's a lot of like, I was looking at the chat roll here, and it was going crazy, by the
Yeah.
way, when Gio was here and all the other stuff.
Taking
and
sides.
right, and they were taking sides and was back and forth type situation.
There's no sides
There
to
is-
take.
Yeah,
I'll take your side, though.
there shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
But that's the
In
thing
this-
in the
But
house.
look,
Like,
Julia,
There's no
a lot
winners
of
for
girls
that.
hate to love the girl that all dudes wanted. You know what I'm saying? So,
but the thing is, I wasn't like with the
It's
John
true.
situation. I'll admit to that. Like my first weeks in the house, I made that mistake. But with the Geo situation, I didn't ask.
Boo-boo.
I know.
I laid into her on that.
Yeah.
They didn't show that.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I didn't. But
I was like-
the Geo situation, I didn't ask
You
for
didn't.
any of that.
And-
No.
So at all, like
I saw this in the chat roll though. This is for Steven here. It said, now that Gio's off, now Steven wants to talk. But I feel like you wanted to not talk while Gio was here because you were controlling yourself.
To
in a
be
sense.
And I
honest-
didn't want to talk
Okay.
about it after the fact.
And
I
to be
didn't-
honest,
his name never
yeah.
came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just said negativity, and automatically fans associate that
No,
with
and
that. And it's
to
like,
be honest, I didn't want Steven to talk because it just would have been a whole lot of nothing because we couldn't be able to hear what he was saying.
Exactly.
You're
I
gonna
just
go
knew it was
nowhere.
gonna
This
be
shit is
tension.
over. We got
Right.
nothing
It's
to
over
prove
with.
anymore.
yeah, I got nothing to talk
So I
about when he's
wanted,
here.
yeah,
When he's not.
because I wanted to clear that because I don't think people understand or people know. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't need to be a shit show the whole time. So everyone that
doesn't.
wants this fight and there's like this kind of a fandom between both people or whatnot, they're all just trying to live their lives, folks. They're trying to be positive.
Right.
Be positive like ASAP. Follow him on Instagram and Snapchat. He'll give you some
there's no
positivity.
fight.
I'm
I
just
just wish
saying.
fans
And-
would realize there's no fight. There's nothing. Gio's nothing. He doesn't need to fight over anything.
I don't even say names.
Live your life.
I tell
Do
him
what
I
you
might
need to
stop
do.
saying names. Say what's his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is like it showed on the show, and at the end of the day, it's in the present now, and it just wouldn't have been right to even have an argument on here right now because
Yeah.
there's just no time.
Exactly.
He's in Skype, he's all the way in New York, he's here chilling, we trying to have a good time. We're trying to get the lowdown, and we want to know how you guys got involved with Are You the One? Julia, did you want to apply? Like, what was?
They
what made you
actually approached me as well, and I went through. I mean, honestly, me and my friends were drinking one night. We went through like this questionnaire. They asked you just random questions. You know, you take it lightly at first.
Did you find your like Instagram, or did you try to apply for something else before? Is that how they found you, or?
Honestly, it started off I think on Instagram, but then they'd email you like questionnaires, and like me and my drunk girlfriends were like one night after going out, we would ask questions and answer it back and forth, and then it just led to like, oh, they hit me back, and then a next step, and the next step, and then eventually it was just like, oh, I'm in Hawaii, you know? It's so fast.
That's tight. What about you, Steven?
So it was after my college it was like my college graduation weekend, and I was on Facebook when I got home, and I saw something for Are You the One. I was like, I went to ask my roommate, and they were always telling me like, apply for stuff like this. I was like, whatever. So I did, but I actually applied for season 3.
Oh.
But I was just too late.
Okay.
And like I don't date girls. That's what I told them. No, like I don't date girls. Yeah, that's what.
Wait, time out. What do you mean you don't date girls?
No, like I wasn't like dating. I mean, no.
You're just like single life forever.
It's just fucking.
But the first date I go on in 6 months. First date I go on 6 months, I get a call. In a voicemail.
Okay.
First date I go on, I was like, oh my god.
Who's she?
She gone.
She gone.
I'm here now. No, but yeah, and then next thing you know, push came to shove, and then I was like, want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
why
There it
not?
is.
I wouldn't.
There it is.
Thank gosh I went.
And with you, Asaf, I mean, this isn't your first stint in reality.
Right, you
Yeah.
so you think you can dance?
You a dancer,
I
dog,
don't think
professional
Asaf
now.
knew he was going on this show.
No, he didn't. He mentioned that
So-
before.
We talked about that.
So what?
So first of all, let's open like this. You know, we start like this. There's no mistake of cast members to be on Are You the One. There's no. We have to fill up like bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Like you
sure.
put your time and you invest
Effort
time
in
in
it.
your
Yeah.
shit. So there's no any like someone pushed me. Someone you know like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
People say like,
It's a
yeah, I
long-
didn't even want it to go.
Right.
Shut
You
the fuck
wanted
up.
to
You
go.
wanted to go. You want to be on
Okay.
TV. You want people to love you
Right.
and all this shit. So let's go back a little. And then back then I had a girlfriend. She broke up with me. You know, it was I didn't know where to bury myself. You know, I fell in love. I didn't plan it. I came to the American. And she fell. Never mind. Then suddenly I'm getting an email. like I was like $1 million. I saw fall in love for $1 million, and I was like applying. Next thing I was like in a house in beautiful mansion in Hawaii, kissing girls. Kissing Stephen.
He's done many times.
I forgot.
Well, he was the victim.
Yeah.
So Asaf, right now, I mean, you know, we've seen some couples come out of this. Obviously, case in point. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up?
What's
I mean, I don't know. I you know, Francesca, she just been here. We stayed together for a couple of days. Francesca, yeah, she came to the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that's where you guys did the video?
Yeah, we did a video.
She stayed with you?
She stayed with me
Oh,
for
nice.
a couple of days.
So you guys like dating?
I don't know.
No.
I don't want to lie to you guys or to the
Yeah.
fans or to me and Francesca.
Long distance is hard.
Exactly.
It's
We're
so
trying to figure it
hard.
out. I'm
So-
going to New York in 2 weeks. So
Oh,
we'll figure out what's
good.
going on.
So it's still in a beginning stage of a possible situation, maybe.
It is possible. It is
That's
Okay,
possible.
cool.
Wait, so did you do that video while she was here? Like
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah, boom. First day we recorded the
I
song,
saw-
second day
amazing.
video.
I'm tripping
Shut up.
because I saw
No
that
way.
on Snapchat and I just see it right now, and that
What
was just a
made
couple
that
days ago.
happen?
Yeah.
The what?
What made it happen? You guys
I
just.
think we
song.
just wanted to collaborate things
That's so
together
cool.
and like ideas.
Have you ever
and
done
create-
music before?
Definitely, of course.
Oh,
I'm making
okay.
music since I'm a kid, but
Really?
yeah, I didn't pursue
Coochie?
it. Always get help.
What was the other video? What was the other video you did?
Yeah, we
What was
saw
the
one
other-
last week.
Yeah.
Party
where-
different?
Party
Yeah.
different.
I like
right.
that one.
Interesting.
That one
was
was
dope.
fun.
That was dope.
I want to
That
make
was
with
dope.
Steven and Julia also.
Yeah.
What kind of video?
NSFW.
Oh, send somebody's anyway.
funny.
So I want to know because when Gio was still on here, he said that you guys were doing something together.
Right.
But we didn't get a chance to find out what exactly is that. Or is that what that you're doing with him?
So first of all, we have to meet and plan everything because we don't know shit.
Oh, so it's not even. It's a beginning
Right.
stages once again.
I
Okay.
mean, I think I think people love the interaction between us and the show, which is funny. I was supposed to find love. I found Gio and Steven.
And then I took Steven.
Yeah, wait for me. It's episode 4. And yeah, we're trying to do things like we're gonna do music. There's a lot of ideas that
But
we're gonna
he
keep
didn't
it
do
for
this
later.
a career.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We'll see. Stay tuned.
There you go. Stay tuned.
Someone help me. Right?
So this was a question we didn't ask the first half of the guest. So I'd like to ask you all. Obviously, you won this money, $37,000 some odd dollars, right? I just would like to know, what do you plan to do with it?
Right.
I honestly want to take a trip to Thailand. They have a thing you can do with rehabilitated elephants, and you help do villages, and elephants are like my thing. So
Really?
I've always wanted to do it. So I honestly think I'm gonna be heading to Thailand.
Going to Thailand.
That's awesome.
Like an extended period of time, like be out there for a while.
It's like a month thing.
Are you invited,
shoot.
Steven?
2 answers in one.
I was gonna say, is that what you're doing too?
Like really? Yeah. I've always wanted to go to
You
Thailand.
really love her, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not
Who
afraid
doesn't
of
like
Thailand.
elephants? So come
No,
on.
you can tell.
Ryan used to get on me all the time too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Delvin.
Wow. Wow.
No,
Yeah,
no,
y'all
seriously.
missed that
It
whole
wasn't.
thing.
I'd
Like,
love to bring it out.
But it was
you
never
know
like.
me.
I know
Yeah.
you.
We were.
Just say don't play.
It happened right
No
though.
way.
We were friends first. We
Yeah.
really were friends first.
We really.
Like, remember when me and Asaf dressed like girls?
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
all
we
of a sudden she
remember.
came out and dressed like guys with
boy.
her and Mikala. I was like,
It was pretty cool.
They didn't
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
when she came out like that, I was like, all right, I really like this girl.
That's me.
That's
me right
hilarious.
there. That's me
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was
Because
good.
I was dressed as a dude. Why? He's gay.
Right.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I hope that figure is going right through.
No,
So
that's
Asaf,
good
what
vibes.
about you?
Yeah.
So first of all, I needed permission to stay in America and pursue my dream. So I'm gonna invest $10,000 in my green card because that's a goal.
dog. There you go.
And
Good.
the rest of the money, I'm gonna buy my 2 sisters and my mom a ticket to the United States, and the rest of the money I'm gonna give to homeless kids because I used to be homeless as well.
Wow.
And
Look at that.
we gotta do
That's
that.
amazing.
Man, come
Ooh la
on,
la.
dude.
Homeless challenge.
Gotta help you.
We're just
Go
going
ASAP.
We'll take
I'll
pictures
go
of the
ASAP.
So I'm gonna give you my number so you can text me positive notes every day.
I love you, bro.
I know.
Every day.
seriously.
Go get it.
Go get a dream, you know. Okay, ASAP. I will. Why?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
All
can't
right.
wait to go to Thailand.
So before we cut out, first of all, again, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yep, yep.
Yes, you guys.
Parting
Great.
words, anything that you want to tell the fans, anything you want to say, what's going on coming up that they want to look for. Obviously, we've been talking about this kind of all throughout the episode, but Asaf, we'll start with you. Anything that you have going on that you want people to check out,
Or anything
give us all that
Anything
stuff.
positive? I just want to say, even with Gio and just in general about the
Yeah.
show, there was a lot of sometimes it was too intense, too negative, but the right people will take positivity out of it.
Right.
And it's all good. Just enjoy it, and yeah, just stay tuned for everything that I'm trying to do, and yeah, I love you all.
Watch out, world.
They love you too.
Watch out.
I
ASAP
know.
in the house.
What's up, Steven?
I'm not in Philadelphia anymore, so I'm living in San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm working with a great team. We're building a lot of things, working with a lot of great tech people and tech companies.
Great.
And I have a lot more than just what we think is coming our way.
Wow.
So we're working on a lot. I have a great team. You guys follow me all. I have a great bunch of guys around.
Is there a website, anything yet?
I have my own website. It's basically my Twitter, Instagram handle.com. But the rest of it has to be low key.
Okay.
Until it surfaces.
Till
Because
it
working
pops
with some
up.
crazy companies with some big stuff.
If you had to guess, like, how many months will we know?
How many months will we know by the end before 2017?
Okay.
There you
Done.
go,
So
guys.
it's going to be the next probably 60 to 90 days. There's going to be some. You guys might be seeing a lot more of me.
Okay.
Perfect.
Amen.
Well, you might, if you're seeing a lot more than me, you might be seeing a lot.
Yeah.
What's up, Julia? What you got going on out here, girl?
You know, I don't really have a lot to say. I think people have heard enough from me. I hope that people know that I make mistakes, and that I hope just people can be happy for me being happy, you know? At the end of the day, that's about it. Oh, and one last thing.
That's how we ended.
She can make 1,000 mistakes. She made one right decision.
Yeah.
1,000 mistakes.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Oh my
Man.
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should just end on that note.
I mean, that's it.
I think that's where it is.
That's it.
Yeah,
Let's
I
do
think
it.
so too.
Man, first of all, thank you so much again for being on the show.
Love you guys.
Yes, thank y'all so much.
We want to
Right,
thank
it was so
Gio for
fun.
joining us on Skype.
Yes,
We
thank
want
you,
to thank the
Joe.
first wave of guests that we had.
Thank you so much.
Morgan, Tori, Mike, Kaylen, Cameron, Mikala. all of them.
Mike and Tori! Mike and Tori!
That's crazy.
Who's Mike? What season he was?
He was on season 3.
And now he's with Tori, their boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
So he's getting some more DP time.
Yeah.
And that's Morgan's roommate.
Some more followers.
Yeah, it's
I'm a
crazy.
big fan.
It's
I like
crazy.
it.
It's crazy. No, but this has been dope. This has been literally my favorite season of all. We had a guest every single episode, y'all.
Thank you, Len. That was all you.
You know,
Thank you.
Man,
This talent booker over here, please.
You guys helped me out. You guys
Thank
made
you
it
guys
easy.
for having me.
Yes,
when I could
absolutely.
be here.
Yes,
I
it's all good.
appreciate it. It's been fun.
But yeah, it's over, and I can't wait till next season.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna do it again. We're gonna
It's
do it
so
again.
weird talking about that season.
I know, right? Crazy, right?
Who are you? Where are you at?
They coming.
I swear to God.
They coming.
We'll see if they top you guys.
Right, exactly. We'll see.
Yeah.
It might be hard. It's gonna be
Good
hard.
luck to them. Good luck to
It's
them.
gonna be hard. Absolutely. I've been your host, Lim Gonzalez. As always, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on The Poet Say all day, every day. Since they don't play, where you at?
You know where to find me at Since They Don't Play. That's my Twitter. That's my Instagram. That's everything all day. Do not forget to tune into Dash Radio Fridays. We live 5 to 7 on iCraft. So I need y'all to tune in.
I'm about to tune in.
I'm about to tune in too.
Me too. I'm loving this.
What's up, Nino?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Nino. You can always catch me at Nino Lanier on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. A lot of things are brewing, y'all, so stay tuned. I can't wait to share it with y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm Desiree Murphy. It's been an awesome season once again.
Yes.
So happy to be doing this panel with you guys for all your entertainment news. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Desiree Murphy _.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
And Asaf, where can they find you?
It was a great and wonderful season. I was Asaf. Don't look up for me. It's all good.
He's like, Steven.
Steven John, 2 eyes across the board. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, wherever.
All of that.
Okay.
Yes.
And you can find me on Instagram at it's _Julia Rose.
It's Julia Rose.
I know, it gets so confusing.
Yes.
I
Have you
didn't
guys
even
ever had that
notice
at
that.
ice cream? The It's? Have you ever had that?
No, is it good?
Oh my gosh. It's
Bucket
like
list.
it's like 2 oatmeal cookies dipped in chocolate with ice cream in between.
It's
Everything's
it.
different.
Where's that
Everyone,
Where's that
ice cream
at?
on me. Let's go.
Where's that? Wait, where's
It's
that at?
I'm telling you.
Where's that
It's like anywhere, grocery store, whatever.
Where you doing later?
It's it.
It's
It's
it.
it.
What you got going on?
It's
here?
mine. It's the best. It's the best. It is.
Ice cream, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next season, we will see you for the last time. Peace. Shout out to Abby Vega. That's also on the panel. Abby Vega, we love you. Yes. We out.
Manunos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Hey.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.